Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it so the Nostalgia Critic doesn't have to, and neither should you. And you're probably wondering what that sound means, kiddies. It means that my voice is almost back. That's right. In case you forgot, I was dealing with a cough. It's just about gone. So as you could probably hear, my voice is almost completely back to its usual energetic self. So it's time to make up for lost causes. Let's do Muppet voice comparisons, starting with Kermit the Frog. Here we go. Before we go any further, all the videos that I'll be showing for the voice comparisons for the Muppets, credit for that goes to Muppet Voices and More, the YouTube channel. So here we go. Jim Henson from 55 to the early 70s. The late Jim Henson, of course.
I'm honored to be in the studio with two very distinguished NBC newsmen. I'm going to chat with them a few minutes to learn something of their off-camera personalities.
He sounds so fucking boring.
He's so self-controlled and precise. Well, we want these two guys just to relax and enjoy a couple moments of pleasant conversation. Here first we have...
It doesn't sound fun because the voice is so boring!
Yes, indeed, but let's not be quite so formal. Why don't you just call me Kermit and I'll call you, well, what would you like me to call you? Chet Huntley. Oh, okay, Chet Huntley. It's not that easy being green.
Now this is Kermit from Sesame Street.
Having to spend each day
Or at least I think this is Sesame Street in its early stage.
when I think it could be nicer being red.
Still a little boring of a voice.
Something much more colorful like that.
So as you can see from the reading, soft, somewhat stuffy, rather quiet, sometimes dull sounding voice. Haven't gotten to the vintage Jim Henson voice of Kermit. Now we will, because this is the voice from the mid-70s until 1990 when Jim Henson died.
On with the vaudeville show! Here's the Muppet Show's answer to Lassie, the amazing Foo-Foo, and her equally amazing trainer, Miss Piggy!
It's Kermit's actual voice! Yay!
You wanna come with us? Hollywood! Whoa! Whoa!
This scene is from the Muppet movies.
Ran away! Oh, moving right along, Fuzzy. Yes, sir! It's not easy.
This is Sim singing It's Not That Easy Being Green on the Muppet Show.
Having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
You can see there's more emotion to the voice now. It's not dull and boring. It's definitely got some emotion to it.
Yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that.
I'll skip a little bit ahead. So, as you can see, louder, more rubbery, less stuffy. Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, Jim Henson died in 1990, so they had to find a replacement for him. That person would be Steve Whitmire, who has done Kermit ever since. And he's actually done a pretty good job with him. Here it is.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and today I'm going to show you about light and dark.
Now, clearly you can tell there's a difference in the voice, but I still think that Whitmire did a really good job at replacing Jim Henson, which I know is not an easy thing to do. Those are some big shoes you gotta fill. But I think he did a really good job replacing Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog.
It's a season when the saints can employ us to spread the news about peace and to keep love alive.
Look, everybody, I know it seems like we've already given everything we can, but if we don't...
Alright, here's what it is. So, again, similar to Jim, personalities are almost identical. Voice higher pitched, less rubbery. And Steve's Kermit pronounces things quicker and tends to talk quicker and shorter. But otherwise, I still think he did a great job replacing Jim Henson as the voice of Kermit the Frog. So, yeah, so. And then there's Artie Esposito, who is the understudy. And you'll see that while his Kermit is vastly similar to Jim Henson, it's still a work in progress. So here we go.
Don't break my heart. I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, you did? Oh, honey.
It kind of sounds like the Jim Henson Kermit.
Maybe I'm not that guy.
Oh, please. Don't get me back. Don't break it.
But it just sounds like Kermit's in pain. And he's struggling to get his voice.
I'm under pressure. Honey, when I knocked on your door.
I mean, obviously he's still a work in progress, but I mean, it's decent. It's not great, but it's getting there. Alright. I'll give you the rundown. It's a forced impression of Jim's Kermit. The voice is the same tone. Pitch is screwy, not rubbery enough. Enunciation is off. It almost sounds like he's trying to do the voice with the mouth wide open. And then he gives Artie some encouragement. So again, I mean, it pretty much is Jim Henson's Kermit, but it's a work in progress. And so with that, that's the voice comparison of Kermit the Frog. Jim Henson, no doubt, left a lasting impression with not just the Muppets, but the way he did Kermit the Frog. He did a terrific job with him. Steve has done a great job filling in it for those big shoes. I mean, he's done a really good job. He's got his own unique voice for Kermit, but it still sounds terrific. Artie tried to go the way of Jim Henson, and to some extent it sounds like him. But it's still a work in progress, and again, he's an understudy. So that means Steve is still Kermit for the time being until he either retires or passes away, which I hope he doesn't pass away, that is. So that's the voice comparison for Kermit, and yeah, love that frog. You gotta love him. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember until the next time to great game, I'm doing neither should you.